Now, YNW Melly, very lucky man. I wanted to go through this recent update on the YNW Melly case that came in the other day, so yeah, let's talk about it. Now, the YNW Melly case, another update came in the other day, and this time it's regarding the death penalty. So back in 2019, when Melly got locked up for allegedly killing both of his best friends and staging the crime scene, the state of Florida decided to introduce the death penalty as a possible punishment for Melly if he ended up getting convicted for the double homicide. In the documents that got released back in April 2019, the state of Florida believed that they could prove that Melly took out both of his friends, and therefore they're going to follow through on seeking the death penalty in this case. Melly's lawyer at the time stated that the prosecution was hinting towards seeking the death penalty in this case from the get-go, so that was obviously very bad news for Melly because if he got convicted, the death penalty was on the table. Now, sometime recently, Melly's legal team ended up filing a motion to remove the death penalty from his case, and that motion ended up in his favor because the death penalty ended up getting removed. So it got removed on the basis of a rule in Florida's criminal justice system. I want to read a little segment from this article Pitchfork wrote. They got access to the documents, and this is what their article said. According to court documents viewed by Pitchfork, Melly's attorney filed a motion to preclude the state from seeking the death penalty on April 27. It cites a specific rule in Florida's criminal procedure stating that if the prosecutor's intends to seek the death penalty, the prosecutor must give notice to the defendant of that intent to seek the death penalty. This notice must be filed with the court within 45 days of the arraignment. The document goes on to state that while Melly was arraigned on the superseding indictment on or about March 2nd, 2022, the state has never filed a notice of intent to seek the death penalty, listing the aggravating factors it intends to prove as it relates to this new or superseding indictment. The filing continues. The state must additionally now prove that the defendant committed the charged offenses for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interest of a criminal gang, which was never alleged in the original indictment. Since the 45-day notice of intent to seek death has expired, the state should therefore be precluded from seeking a penalty of death in this cause. So it looks like it got removed on some technicalities. Like the article stated, the prosecutors apparently had to give some kind of notice to the defendant, Melly, that they were going to seek the death penalty, and then it said that the notice had to be filed with the court within 45 days. Clearly they must have failed to do that because the motion ended up in Melly's favor, and that's why the death penalty is no longer eligible in his case. This is obviously good news for Melly because if he, hypothetically speaking, gets convicted, at least now he has the peace of mind that he won't get the needle or whatever measures they use in death penalty cases now. Just a personal take, between spending the rest of my life in prison or taking the needle, if I was in Melly's case, I really don't know which one I would pick. Hypothetically speaking, if I got convicted of a crime like this and that meant I would be behind bars until I die, I don't know which option I would prefer. I would imagine a lot of people would pick the needle because being behind bars for the rest of your life, that's practically being underground if you ask me. It's not like there's a lot to live for if you know that you're going to be behind bars for the rest of your life. Just a personal perspective, and I guess it doesn't really matter anyway since, hey, I'm on the outside. For now at least. But yeah, YNW Melly is a lucky man because the death penalty just got removed from his case. Any thoughts on this development right here? And by the way, hypothetically speaking, if you were in his position, would you be happy about this? Let's say you got convicted of a similar crime and you had to pick between getting the needle or the chair or whatever measures they use. Would you take the death penalty or would you take spending the rest of your life behind bars? I want to hear what you have to say because this is going to differ from person to person. Curious to hear what you have to say, so yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, like this video, like this video. Let's talk about this.